Got the Jeep back in the garage today. Gonna tackle the never-ending list of things to work on and fix. Today, U-joints. Let's get to it. All right, well, welcome back to another episode on Gorgeous George Garage. Parker and I are out in the garage this morning. We have a little project on the Jeep. U-joints are making some noise, get a little bit of squeak. Still trying to solve that ever-present driveline vibration. One of our previous videos, we installed the pinion shims underneath the leaf springs to kind of correct the pinion angle that we had that was a little bit off. I'm thinking that when the lift kit was installed years ago, pinion angle was just a little bit off and caused some premature wear on those U-joints, but also they're 140,000 mile U-joints, so maybe it's a good time to replace them anyways. So we're gonna get Parker underneath the Jeep this morning and we're gonna get him taking out the drive shaft. We've got some new U-joints. Hopefully they're the right ones. Should be. The internet told me they were, and the internet never lies, right? Yeah. So we'll see what we can do. Shouldn't be too long of a job. Famous last words. You might need to go a little bit further because your arms aren't long enough to reach that. All right, so crawled underneath the Jeep here. I'm sorry if the camera angle isn't perfect, but that's what we're gonna have to work with right now. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take off the straps here on the rear of the drive shaft. And that is an 8mm. So Parker's got his little hammer. We're gonna try and knock these loose. Or not, they're not that tight. So here, roll under here. See if you can lefty-loosey that one. There you go. Whack on it. Is it going?
I think.
Put your muscles on it. Hit it with your purse. Here. Tap it with a hammer. There it goes. Let's see if you can get moving. Come on. Hi-ya. You had to get the hi-ya on it. Here, I'm gonna put that one right there. Pull straight down on it. You might get a little more leverage. You might need to get underneath it a little bit more. There you go. Knee me in the head a couple more times and then pull on it. Come on. You're pulling down, right? You're not pulling up, you're pulling down?
Pulling out.
I guess the fact that I outweigh you by like 120 pounds is probably why it's a little easier for me. Okay, get your hammer. Alrighty. Keep working on it. Got one off. There you go. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Boom, boom. All right, so we got the bolts all taken off and the straps removed that's holding the U-joint in here. So we're just gonna pop it loose. I think he's in there. Okay. I wonder. It's like. Let's see if I can get this in there. There we go. Just needed a little more leverage. All right, so now that we got that, this should just pull out. It hadn't been out of there. I don't know how tight this little clamp is on here, but it should just pull out. Again, that's what the internet said. Come out. Oh, there we go. Got it. All right, now we'll head over to the bench and get the U-joints prepped. All right, so we got a drive shaft out of the Jeep. Now we're gonna get to prepping our U-joints. We went with the Moog 369. This is just a general 1310 style U-joint, which the internet told me that's correct for this. So hopefully everything matches up. The hardware looks the same. We've got our grease fittings that we need to install. Fortunately, these are the greasable versions. There is a non-greasable version, but why would you get that when you can have something that you can maintain and, you know, keep on top of your service intervals and keep it lubed up and ready to go? Because I'm fairly certain these are factory and they're not greasable. So we're gonna get working on that. Get our U-joint set up, get the grease fittings in, and then we'll start working on taking this apart. All right, we got our clips off. We got our grease zerk fit in there. We didn't tighten down on those too much because it's not uncommon for these to just like snap in half. So just give it a little tighten on there and you'll be good. So now we're gonna try and press out this U-joint here. And there's different ways to do it. Some people just hammer them out. I'm gonna try to do it with the vise here, but I don't think I've got enough room. So my vise isn't big enough. Yep. That is as big. Oh, I might be able to sneak a little bit in there. Let's see if we can get that in there. So we'll be able to get a little bit. I don't like. Here, come over here behind me and hold that up for me. Just hold it. We'll see if I can get this to move, because we're only going to have a little bit of space here for it to move before it bottoms out. When you're working on a vise and you're using it to clamp, if you clamp right in the middle, that's where the vise is going to be the strongest. If you clamp on the edges, it's going to put it in a bind and it's not as strong that way. Is that moving? I don't know if it is. I don't think it is. So let's regroup and figure out, I guess, maybe we're going to have to resort to the hammer. Huh? I don't feel like that's going anywhere. Sure, the neighbors love that. Well, we put a little heat to it, and now I'm beating the crap out of it. Probably going to ruin my 5/8 socket. But you got to do what you got to do. It's finally moving, and man, I'm having to hammer the mess out of it. So hopefully, we can get the new one back in. And hopefully I don't smash my finger to bits and have to go to the emergency room. So that wouldn't be good. Yeah, just wanted a different socket that fit a little bit better in there. Here we go. Lord, save my fingers. There we go. But now the body of the U-joint is hitting the tail shaft there. Let's see if I can get a tail shaft, is that right? Drive shaft? One of those shafts. You know what I wish? I wish I had one of those big old long tool boxes where I could have all my tools in one place at one time instead of some tools over there, some tools over there. That'd be nice. Garage goals. As hard as this was to break free, I'm imagining it's going to be kind of hard to. Nope. Hey, it's turning. Yay, yay indeed. Now we have to drive the other one back out the other way. Is that loud enough? Is that loud enough? Okay, so we hammered and beat and heated and cooled and twisted and pried and prayed a little, and we got them out. I have marked a B on here so I remember which one's the backside, because I guess you probably don't want to mix them up. Maybe it's okay. Better safe than sorry. Still haven't gotten the one out of the yoke yet, just because I haven't tried, not because we couldn't, but we'll get there in a second. So now we're going to start putting in these new U-joints. We got our grease fitting in the U-joint. I took it over to the Jeep and tried to make sure I knew which way to put the grease fitting. That way it would be easiest to get to. And with it pointing towards the drive shaft, that looks like that's going to give us our best access point. So we should be able to pull these caps off, slide this bad boy in there, and start to work our caps back in ever so slightly, ever so gently, to not get the needle bearings everywhere. I guess first what I'm going to do, while holding that one in there, I'm going to start tapping down on this. Okay, so got that one seated a little bit. I'm going to seat that one a little bit more. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to seat it a little bit more while keeping the upward pressure on the U-joint to make sure the needle bearings don't go all over the place. Alright, got that one started pretty well. Our other new cap. Boy, howdy. I'm going to do the same. I'm going to pull up a little bit on it. That way the needle bearings don't go all over the floor. And we're getting there. So now we just need to drive these in a little bit further, so that way we can get our new, these are the old, but that way we can get our new snap rings down in the grooves. So we'll keep working. Parker, you want to hammer on this a little bit, or you want me to do it?
You do it.
You want me to hold my hand right here and you swing as hard as you can and not miss my hand?
No.
Oh, okay, I'll
You
keep
might
going.
miss your hand.
You might not miss my hand.
Yeah. You might hit your hand.
Yeah. Yeah. Hang on to it. Don't let it go. I don't know what accent that was. It's like Arnold working on cars. Don't let go. That was terrible. That was terrible. That was a terrible Arnold Schwarzenegger accent. Can you go look in that top drawer? I think it's the top drawer. There should be something that's like a little pick with a little hook on the end. I've got a little bit of grime down in there. New clips. The package comes with 4 clips. We'll need the 4 clips for this side because of the U-joint goes in, it's clipped on both ends. On the back of the differential side, you'll only need 2 clips because the straps on the rear end hold this other side in place. Thank you, sure. Just going to clean out that groove to make sure my snap ring goes in there correctly.
Why do they call it a snap?
What?
I said, why do they call it a snap?
I don't know if this is technically called a snap ring. Maybe because it snaps back and hits you in the face when you don't do it right.
Or it snaps in place.
That might be a more accurate representation of that, Parker, because it snaps in place. Snap rings, well, snap ring pliers have little points, and the snap rings normally have holes in them where your snap ring pliers go in. So I don't know if this is technically considered a snap ring. Tell us in the comments, what is the technical term for this type of ring connector, snap ring, clip, C-clip? It's not a C-clip. C-clip makes me think about axles and those little C-clips that hold them in. I don't know why I'm on the struggle bus with this one. There we go. Well, after a lot of hammering and a lot of prying, we got the U-joints replaced. We've got everything where it needs to be. Now, the next step is to put it back in the Jeep. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, that's backwards. Alrighty. There we go. We were successful in not dropping any needle bearings anywhere. So, very thankful of that. So let's get this thing up in there, see what we can do. I guess hope that this remedies our driveline vibration. If not, I'm not really sure what's the problem. So we'll just keep digging into it and figure it out, I guess. Watch me jinx myself on the needle bearings and these caps fall off while I'm trying to get it lined up. Here we go. Boot. There we go. All right. Are we going to be... Yes, we're still lined up. Fantastic. Since the Jeep didn't go anywhere, I didn't imagine we'd get unlined up. Oh, but we need to rotate. Which way? Back. One spline, hopefully. There we go. Let's see if that works. Yes, sir. There we go. Alrighty. Take out one side. Hopefully this doesn't fall and hit me in the face while I'm doing this. Get our strap lined up. There we go. All right, well, job done. We got the 2 rear U-joints replaced. Like I said prior, we're trying to solve the driveline vibration. We're gonna hop in, go for a quick drive around the neighborhood. The vibration that we had was between 50 and 60, so we won't get to really test that right this moment, but at least we'll get to double check and make sure everything is back the way it should be. We got the grease gun hooked up. We pumped some grease into those U-joints. So let's go check our work. Thanks for joining us on Gorgeous Storage Garage today. If you like the content, please like, comment, and subscribe. Share the videos. Let's keep growing this channel. Thanks for tuning in. See you next time.